Amantaní is a small island of Lake Titicaca located in the south of Peru. It sits approximately 4,000 meters above sea level with a total of 4,250 inhabitants, according to the 2007 National Census. Its people speak primarily Quechua, with typically limited Spanish proficiency. In Amantani, 60% of the population have at least one basic unsatisfied need, which means that 42% of the population have houses with inadequate physical characteristics, 15% of the houses are overcrowded, and 52% of the houses do not have proper drainage. It is considered that 94% of the population lives in poverty, with 55% living in extreme poverty. The only way to reach the island is by boat and can take between 1 and 4 hours to reach the nearest town, Capachica or Puno. Amantani has a primary health care center that does not perform any auxiliary testing, limited only to the basic measurements of blood pressure, weight, and height. When samples or tests are required, people are typically transferred to Puno, or any samples are sent off to the nearest cities for analysis. We validated a health need assessment questionnaire, mainly based on the one the National Institute of Statistics performs in the country. After shortening it significantly to make more practical and adequate format for the population, we validated the tool with specialists in infectious diseases, general medicine, family medicine, ophthalmology, mental health, reproductive health, and dentistry. After this validation, we did a field validation, where the tool was finally modified in its final version. One big challenge was to find people who can actually perform the questionnaire on the island with all its barriers and difficulties. High altitude, difficult terrain, and lack of funding. So to find our team, we developed a Facebook page with an open call to invite volunteers to join. The response was incredible. In the end, we were able to put together 7 professionals who offered their help in the project. For our methodology, we decided on a household sampling, or cluster sampling, asking general questions about the collective practices of the home, as well as the health questions for each individual of the family. The use of technology was a major component for making the logistics of the project possible, even for selecting the homes. We identified all the island households, assigned them a number with the use of available tools like Google Earth. With those numbers, we used a random number generator to select the 150 households that were representative of this population. The questionnaires were done using the ODK technology of London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. This tool allows us to use mobile phones in the field with great convenience for more mobility, without stacks of paperwork, better efficiency, faster analysis, and exact GPS locations of the samples. And as a way of saying thank you to the population, we organized a health campaign on the last day of the visit, spreading the word that it was open to all who wanted to come. We set up the campaign in the health center of Amantani, bringing in our own supplies, funded by individuals through online donations. With the help of our volunteers, we were able to offer what we had available in services of general medicine, ophthalmology, and dentistry. It was a tremendous success, with approximately 100 inhabitants arriving seeking medical help. This study is one of the first approaches to measure the health needs of populations living in the islands of Lake Titicaca, in southern Peru and northern Bolivia. We are convinced that this document is an important tool for the health decision makers to develop and implement targeted interventions that prioritize the most important health needs in Amantani. Finally, the validated tool developed as part of this study can be used in other islands in Lake Titicaca, and although it could certainly be expanded and adapted to target a specific population, the tool still includes many of the important health indicators, at the same time allowing a general evaluation of health needs.